this week's assembly. I hope you had an amazing week during ISO and staying safe. And now we're going to go off to acknowledgement. All of us at Harkaway Primary School would like to say thank you to the Bungram and Wandering people, Tribal Coordination, for letting us share your land.
We promise to look after the people and the animals too. We promise to care for the land, the sky, ourselves,
and each other.
And each other. Right, your best singing voices, everybody. Well done. That was a bit of a challenge, but you did great. Do you want me to talk to some of these things, guys?
Yes, please.
Awesome. We are crossing everything. Come on, guys. Cross your fingers, cross your arms, cross your eyes, whatever it takes. But, and obviously follow the COVID-safe practices. And hopefully we'll get us all down to being able to be back here on Thursday, September the 2nd. That means Wednesday, the 15th of September is too soon to do the Harkaway show. You guys have written your letters, you've sent them off to all the businesses, and my hope is, of course, we'll start getting some responses and materials, and we're going to do the Harkaway show in term 4. The learning is far too important to rush it, so we're going to make sure we do that. Hoop time is not going to be on September the 16th. We'll let you know how that works. Melbourne Symphony Orchestra have had a bit of challenge getting all the musicians into the place to be able to do the online thing. So that has been postponed again, unfortunately. Vex Robotics, that was meant to be this Saturday, but of course it's not happening this Saturday. The next event that is in the calendar that it looks like we'll be able to do is in the last week of term 3, and actually it's at Hillcrest Christian College. So it's not only is it late in the term, but it's also very, very close to us. So I'm hoping that we'll have a couple of robots and a couple of teams ready to rock and roll to represent Harkaway Primary School at a very, very local competition. And we have to beat Hillcrest, frankly. It's just a matter of pride, really. And ICI Care are doing unbelievably well. There's lots of great work going on there. My hope is, of course, team, if you're listening out there, that we'll get back and continue practicing our presentation. Lily, have you had a go at doing your presentation at all? Been doing some stuff at school, that's right. And which part of the presentation are you looking forward to sharing with all our learners?
The starfish.
No, yes.
Or the dragon.
Oh, the weedy sea dragon. Wouldn't it be great to share some stuff on the weedy sea dragon while we're at assembly here? Nice. And the Bushfire Safety Committee. I can't tell you how significant this is becoming. So I've just got off the phone this morning with Dr. Briney. We keep getting asked to present what Harkaway kids are doing at all these national conference type things. And I've just been to an international online presentation talking about what we're doing here. And just seeing the responses that we're getting about giving kids the power to shape the world has been absolutely profound. So I'm really excited about sharing the research from Dr. Briney, sharing what we do from a school perspective, but more importantly, having all of you guys talk to these grown-ups and these policy writers about your ratified Harkaway Bushfire Safety Committee manifesto. And I think it's pretty exciting times to do that. And not often that kids get a chance to stand up and say, hey, leave us kids alone. No, wrong one. Listen to us kids. Something like that. All right. Thank you. And can I say, I've been so impressed just by the way that people, even when you don't feel like doing stuff, you're still choosing to get up, turn that Zoom on, connect with your class, and find all sorts of ways of just showing each other and showing ourselves that, hey, we've got this, because we do. We do have this. We're amazing at Harkaway Primary School, and as kids and as grown-ups and families, we're actually really good at supporting each other to cause that flourishing to happen. So it is tough right now. And in my family, sometimes we're a little bit quick to say words that aren't uplifting. And we, at the moment, so we're being really focused on choosing to use words that uplift, encourage, and build up each other. And we're also looking for ways to show acts of kindness and gratitude as well, which is really easy to forget about at the moment. So my challenge to you guys is this week, be ready with a story to tell about an act of kindness that happened to you, or some gratitude that you're able to experience as well. Thanks. Right, Jarvis, what's next?
Okay, so today the whole school has done the big riot. So everyone did a topic was the same, and it was, I think, like, if you could dive into a world, what would it be? And it is the book week topic as well, and everyone brainstormed ideas and planned, and then at a Zoom we all brainstormed together, and because we all had different ideas and they were all very helpful.
So one of the topics were old world, new world, and other world. So it could be anything. So yeah, let's see how it goes with that.
Fantastic. Do any of you want to share some of your story ideas that you've come up with? I can see that thinking hand there, Lennox. Did you come up with a story idea?
Yes, I did. I did New World.
Ooh.
And there was this robots in the year 2085.
Ooh.
And they were meant to serve humans, and one had a malfunction and went crazy and just destroyed the world.
It went on a bit of a space odyssey, did it? Nice. I like it, Lennox. That's great. Who else has got a storyline to share? Yep.
I did New World, I think. Like it was called Peaceful World. And yeah, I like felt like my sizzling start is where I like scream and then I thump on the ground because I fell from COVID world into Peaceful World. So I flew from that place to another place.
Nice one. That sounds great. Asha, tell us your idea.
I chose Other World, and it was an underwater world. So it was me and my wife, and we were. So later in the story, there were gods that one of the gods betrayed his boss and then killed his brother. And then the gods have let his anger on us, and every month he floods the small town, and he kills at least 1,200 people each month just by flooding. And we found a survivor, and his name was Ethan, and he told us what happened, and my wife died. She got her dress caught on a metal bar because we were looking for survivors. Her dress got caught on a metal bar, and then she couldn't. Her oxygen tank was running low, and then she was gasping for air, and then she just fell into the deep blue sea. Wow.
Well, that's in all odysseys like that, there's always a little twist in there where things come back together. So I can't wait to hear the rest of that one. Fantastic. Gee,
Yeah.
You guys are amazing writers. It's quite a diversity of writing ideas. They're all from the one theme. I can't wait to read all these stories. That is absolutely brilliant. Thank you for sharing that with us. What have we got next? Oh, that's the snow. Oh, here we go.
Do you want me to say the first award? Or?
Yes, please.
So this first award is Miss Sims Award. This certificate of merit is presented to Cleo for being a creative and a happy learner at home. I love the car and the diorama that you made with boxes. On top of that, you have been working very hard with your reading and writing. What a star.
I can
This-
say.
So the person who is doing the reading, you will nominate who's going to read next. So you might say, I'll read this one. Jarvis might have said, I'll read this one. And then you can say, Xavier, you're going to read next, or something like that. All right, throw the next person under the bus. I don't know who's on.
Lily?
Okay. This Miss Hines Award is merit presented to Mason W. For his increased engagement during remote learning. It is fantastic to see your joint discussions and Zoom meetings and share your learning videos with us.
Well done, thank
Round
you.
of applause.
Who's next, Lily?
Keely?
Okay, so this award is from Miss Mills' class. The certificate of merit is presented to Saman A for getting involved and using your creativity to engage with our Wednesday projects over remote learning. We loved your performance this Wednesday, which featured disco lights and handmade instruments. We can't wait to see what else you will achieve. Bravo. I nominate Xavier.
This certificate of merit is presented to Flynn W. For your guitar performance in our Harkaway Symphony Orchestra and a campaign poster. We love your use of ICT and skills you've been learning in your music lessons at school. Keep it up.
Yeah, Flynn, you did a great job there, accompanied by your little brother Aston on the drums. It sounded fantastic. Well, it sounded very rhythmic. Let's put it that way. Who are you going to nominate, Zave?
I nominate Ollie. This Miss Randall's award goes to Remy Baxter. It has been fabulous to see you more actively involved with your remote learning of late, Remy. Your performance for our Wednesday project of Stand By Me was great. Keep giving your learning your best shot.
Nice one. Go, Remy. Good applause there, Lennox. Who are you going to throw under the bus there, Ollie?
Lennox.
This merit is presented to Monty for a sensational effort with your learning during lockdown and your upbeat, positive attitude during your Zooms. Fantastic dancing too. Keep it up, superstar.
Well done, Monty. All right, Lennox, who are you going to pick on?
Asher.
This medals award goes to Miller for your positive attitude as you complete all your learning tasks and share during all your Zooms. Awesome effort, Miller.
Nicely done. All right, Ash, who are you going to pick on?
Uh,
I think it's only Noah that's
Xavier.
left, is it?
Xavier.
I think it might be Zave, but before you do jump in, Zave, I think Noah was the only one who hasn't had a turn. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, Noah.
And then Xavier can kick us off with the next lot.
Miss Harrison's award goes to Chloe Andrews. This Confident Awards is presented to Chloe Andrews for your active participation during remote learning. We love how you always jump into Zoom discussions, and your fabulous advice for your fellow online learners has been truly awesome. Well done, Chloe.
Awesome. I think Chloe's got some amazing artwork she's going to be working on soon as well. Fantastic. Noah, are you okay to nominate Xavier?
Oh, I think Andrew's next. He hasn't had a shot yet.
Sorry, Andrew. I forgot. Yes. And Sienna disappeared. Nice call there, Keely. Well done. All right, Andrew.
Owen for
What's Owen's last name?
Yeah, Owen B. We'll try not to use the last names on the recording.
For being such a positive and engaging member of a soon check-ins.
Well done.
We love how you are always willing to share your thoughts and stories with us. We especially loved your recollection of your time at
Kakadu.
Kakadu, watching the water buffaloes and crocodiles. You're a star, Owen.
Thanks, Andrew. Well done.
These are the birthdays. Andy and Marley, happy birthday to you two.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well done. We might get the full list for next week, and we'll do the whole sing-along because I think they're both still more than a week off. So we'll get the full list happening. But they're excited. Two very excited young people. Not going to be getting younger. Well, thank you for that. Oh, what's this all about?
This is the Harkaway Home Olympics. So in the seniors, we did weightlifting, basketball, and scooter, BMX, and skateboarding or whatever. So I'm going to share some of the things. Can you all see that?
Yep.
Yep. So this is the basketball. So there's just Matthew C. So let's go, basketball shots. 3, 2, 1.
That is an Olympic amazing effort right there. My goodness, he'll be joining the Australian team soon. Is that counting the seconds or the number of shots he's getting in?
The second. So it's a minute basketball shot. So how many shots can you make in a minute?
What's the world record? Oh no, he's lost his mojo. Oh, there we go. All right, time for a bit of commentary, team. Bring the last 10 seconds in.
Come on, Matthew. Come on, last
After Peter, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Yeah. 23 shots.
Good job.
Good job.
So I'm pretty sure this is a sewing video that is going to tell you how to sew.
Why don't we push the play button and see what they have to say? I think you're on the right track there, Keely. There could be something more to it. There might be a twist in our sewing video.
Yeah, hi to all the awesome Harkaway kids out there. My name's Emily and my son is Ryan and he's in grade 5. And I've spoken with Mr. Johnson today and he has asked me to do something special with you guys. And I've got some wool here and some needles. And I'm going to show you some other things that I'm wanting you to collect in the next week. Hopefully we can do it Thursday or Friday. And it's so that you can all do something with your hands. Now, I need you to collect, hopefully Mum and Dad might have at home some of the bigger needles that have got a big eye on them so we can thread wool through them. Or just a needle that's just got a big eye, so a big head on it so that we can feed through some cottons. So hopefully you might at home have some wool. If you don't have wool, you might have some embroidery thread, or Mum and Dad may have some cotton, some that you use in a sewing machine or for hand sewing. Now, also at home, I'm hoping that you might be able to find some buttons, and you need a texter. Doesn't have to be a permanent one. And the other thing that you need is some hessian, if there's hessian at home. Otherwise, maybe some felt, some pieces of felt, or some just pieces of material. This one's calico, but it could be any scrap pieces of fabric that might be at home. And also, if you can cut your fabric into a square, sort of like this one, and you can actually use some sticky tape around the edges, and that's going to keep it all close together, all together, so it doesn't fray or fall apart on the edges when you do your sewing. So what I'm hoping is that you might be able to collect some of these things. Now, if there is no fabric at home, you can actually grab some cardboard. Doesn't matter what size. And if you can have a hole punch, because we can actually pretend like the cardboard is fabric. All right, so I'm looking forward to doing another video for you for next week. Hopefully we can do it online, and then hopefully you can spend some time making some things and learning some new skills. All right, see you then. Bye.
Fantastic. Well, I am really looking forward, oopsie-daisy, to that in the end of the week. That'll be brilliant. How about you guys? Do you reckon you'll have a heap of that stuff at home?
Yeah.
Yep.
That should be really, really good. Okay. Now, I'm wondering, well, some of you have got some other things to talk about as well.
Footy.
Footy, about how the Bombers are going to stay in the top 8 and dominate the season. Is that right?
No.
Come on, Lennox. Chat to us, mate.
It is the last round of football until the finals, and it's a big week, because for a lot of teams it's like whoever can make it into the top 8, and I've got the ladder here, and Melbourne, Geelong, Port Adelaide, Bulldogs, Brisbane, Sydney, and GWS, as well as Essendon, are in the 8. So if they keep on winning, they have a chance of getting into semi-final, the prelim, and then the grand final.
Who's not in the 8? Lennox? Sounds like Collingwood, maybe
Eagles,
Hawthorn, maybe.
And Geelong are versing Melbourne.
Ooh, that'll be a big one.
Mm-hmm.
You reckon that they'd be probably 2 most likely grand final contenders?
Yes, that's what I think so.
Yeah, probably.
People talking about that. They thought it would be a prelim final. Geelong and Melbourne. And
what about Richmond though?
Richmond, they can't get into the top 8, and so that means they can't go through to the finals.
Fair enough. And did you mention Hawthorn?
Hawthorn, I think, are 14th or 15th on the ladder.
And did you mention Collingwood?
Collingwood is 16th.
Yeah. Did you mention Carlton?
Carlton, yes, they can't make it into the finals.
Did you mention St Kilda?
Yes, St Kilda do have a. No, they don't.
No,
yes,
they don't. Shame. Oh well, I reckon it's going to be a very exciting weekend of football, Lennox. I can see a career there in commentary for you. It'll be brilliant. Who's your tip to win this weekend?
Geelong.
No way. Wouldn't have picked that. Mrs. McGough's going to be very happy.
And Essendon against Collingwood.
Yeah, I think Essendon. Hopefully, but you know what? Collingwood can make some pretty interesting comebacks at times, and Essendon can make some silly mistakes. Awesome. All right. Well, I reckon that's about all we have got time for today. So thank you, everyone. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Can't wait to get all this sewing stuff together. We're having a hunt around the school for sewing fabric and cotton and wool and stuff like that as well. So just reach out, send us an email if you're looking for need some stuff. We might be able to put a few packs together here at school and help out a few families with some sewing gear. I'm sure there's some buttons lying around somewhere too. All right, well, stay safe, everyone. Thank you again. We've got this Harkaway. You guys are legendary. We faced more difficulties doing this video assembly than we faced with COVID in the last 12 days. So, you know, if we can get through this, we can get through anything. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye. See you.
Bye.